Emerson, it is a great pleasure and an immense honor for me to be here in Manila and welcome you at the launch of INOX, a timepiece specially designed to resist to the most extreme condition. As you have heard, this year, 2014, is a very important year for our organization. Victorinox is celebrating 130 years of anniversary of history. Everything started in 1884, and this is a picture of the factory, the mother company in Switzerland, in Ibach, that is a little village in the center of Switzerland. Now you can imagine that in 1884 it didn't look like that, it was quite different. Just to give you an idea, 1884, that's before the iPhone 6 was released. That's before CDs existed. That's before washing machine existed. That's before car existed. That's before planes existed. And that's obviously before the legendary Swiss Army knife was released. In 1893, Karl Esner I developed this absolute unique device to respond to an order of the Swiss Army that needed an equipment with a folding blade, a can opener, and some instrument to stripe and assemble a rifle. In 1893, an icon was born that turned into a national emblem, gaining worldwide recognition. Since the brand has moved into a global brand, and the value that inspired the success of the legendary Swiss Army knife, namely quality, functionality, innovation, inspired the development of a timepiece collection, a travel gear collection, a fashion collection, as well as a fragrance collection. So in order to deliver on these values, significant investments were made in order to make sure that the design, the engineering, the manufacturing, and the quality control of our timepieces demonstrate this uncompromising commitment towards quality. So the basic question we had to ask ourselves is, what does it take for a Swiss timepiece to become a Victorinox Swiss Army watch? The Swiss Army knife is a worldwide emblem for quality and functionality, as you know. Now, Swiss timepieces are instrument measuring the time, so they are functional piece of equipment, and at the same time, Swiss watches are known for their good quality. So the answer could only be a timepiece that would outperform the prevailing quality standard for an ultimate functionality, a timepiece that would keep working even under the most extreme conditions. So today, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege, in the name of the Victorinox Swiss Army team that worked relentlessly on this project since 2 years, to introduce to you INOX, a timepiece that illustrates precisely this uncompromising commitment towards quality. In order to deliver on this promise, 130 tests have been performed. 130 tests that go beyond the homologation standard of the Swiss watch industry, beyond the homologation of military watches. I will not name the 130 tests, but I will just give you a few examples to give you an idea. We have one test which is a temperature shock from minus 57 degrees to plus 71 degrees Celsius. It's a norm used for the construction of ballistic missiles. We have a 10-meter drop test. A 10-meter drop, 10 meter, you have to imagine that's the height of a building of 3 floors. And when the watch hits the ground, the impact takes place at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. We have 2 hours in a washing machine. But probably one of the most impressive tests is certainly the test of hydraulic pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, this watch resists to the pressure of a 64-ton military tank. Look at that.